the issue of this issue of inheritance has come because the president has felt the heat of what is happening. I can tell you today, if the Honorable Gachagua was supposed to be forgotten right now, he is grazing something or unlacing some planting maize and all that in Wamunyoro, this matter would not have come up. It has come up conveniently, trying to dig any kind of dirt which the president thinks will cause a vote against Rigathi Gachagua. That one is number one. It is political. These issues of those ladies and whatever happened, those are they were being done by bloggers, stories of 5 years ago. Why they are coming, I want to submit today, is because of the kind of pinch the president is feeling by the kind of the united opposition move led by one, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. I want to tell you that. And if quickly you can look at that with comparison. Look at stories he brought the issue of, NYS land by Kalonzo, going to the extent of talking about Matiang'i, went to the extent of talking about what do you call those parasites that feed on cows, about Wamarwa. Really? Ticks. And ticks. Really? Can you imagine that? And then look at this. Dibal, now we are professionals in this forum. We instead of seeing through the political mudslinging, what somebody would call some insults we used to do at the primary school, not even secondary. Those insults that have not gone to school. So the question should be, can't we be able to see this is political mudslinging so we don't put it also as part of our daily agenda? That's the question I'm asking. Because, one, when people are asking, when the president is so desperate to go fish for nieces of the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua and widows and chaperone them through State House, look at that. Which president does that in the world? Not even in Africa. You go organize some nieces of the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, sneak them to State House so you can go coach them how to go write a letter to the president. What hell does the president have to do with the private property? Not unless maybe some miracle happens and the president becomes part of the family of the Rigathi Gachagua family, the deceased. Then he can have the right to go to court because he doesn't have any right to go to court. Any lawyer here will tell us what law does the president have in a private family issue except somebody going back to court to say they are not satisfied. And if the family went to court like the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is saying, and they say before the court they are satisfied, they cannot go back to say they are not satisfied. I don't know. So, Dibal, can't we simply ignore some of these things? Because they are meant simply to tackle. Right now, when we are discussing this, I can tell you this. Dibal, we are helping the president to continue with the conversation, and that's what he wants. Together with the people he sent to go and deliver those nieces to State House. Are we trying to say that what the president is doing is the right thing? Then why are we taking our time to discuss it? I want to simply ignore, wait for the next thing, we move on. Because the president, very clear, is very desperate. You don't know what he's going to say tomorrow about something. But do you know what? One thing I'm happy with what the president is saying. Kenyans can see through. As a consumer of law intelligence, the intelligence can tell him that he is losing ground. That is a fact. And all this desperation, all this shouting, all this foaming in the mouth, it's because he can see the reality. What we have been telling him, that is going to be a shock next year. All the polls he has done, NIS, everybody else can show him. So for me, I don't want to spend my time trying to defend the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. That's not my work. I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to defend Matiang'i and Wamarwa and all these people and all that. The other way, Natembeya was held in court because of corruption, trumped-up charges. He is going to do a lot more. Relax. It's very early. A lot of these are going to come from State House, from the president. And we are going to march on. We are moving now. It's 15 months. It's now 14 months. We are going to go to 10 months, 5 months, and finish this game. For me, I want to pause there. But I want to tell my friend Fred Okango for 1 minute. Look here. The issue of ODM, we spoke it 1 year ago. I said it here, and I'm happy Mwangi, the lawyer, has confirmed. Baba was going to leave the working relationship with Ruto and go to opposition. He was bidding his time. I have been saying that consistently, and that's why he supported Sifuna when he was alive. And I can tell you today, Dibal, Even my friend Fred, I can tell you, many of those people defending the president today, when they go to Christmas in January, they are going to cross over. 70% of ODM, the genuine ODM supporters, who are the supporters of Baba, they are following Sifuna because they believe Sifuna carries the spirit of Baba. I can tell you that. I'll repeat that. I'm very consistent. I do what I call political analysis. So all this drama of going there, you know, Buru, all those meetings they are doing here, I can tell you this: Sifuna has no time to waste becoming an SG of that faction. They will never agree because these people are singing 2 term. Sifuna is 1 term, so they will never agree. What Sifuna should do is to continue fighting within ODM up to a place where he moves with the people, he leaves the shell to the ODM. They can continue selling and margin with UDA with an empty shell. That's the reality. I mean, people have been very consistent for the last 2 years. Since I began public engagements, when I left government, I've been very consistent. I've been very consistent through 5 years ago when we supported Ruto. When I go to government, where I work, I have my record. I have a record of what we proposed to be done in this government, what was not done, how I moved to 1 term, what I'm doing. I want to be very consistent. I can tell you what I analyze, it happens. So I don't want, again, ODM is a dying thing. You know, they will merge with the shell, a few people, then all of them will leave government. By January, there's going to be a big coalition of everybody across the country, everybody, including Luo-Nyanza, including ODM. That's what I see. Sorry for taking a bit of time. If I will not proceed, kindly allow me to switch to something else. But I'm happy at least to have given my thoughts today. Thank you so much. I yield.
About the dynamics of a family as well. Don't you think also this is sort of really raising issues to do with the character of Rigathi Gachagua? Because some of these allegations that we do have, especially with some of the property around the Hurlingham there, you know, the Olive Hotel, this one also featured prominently. I can see also Senator Dan Manzo is here as well during the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. So having also slivers of this coming out from these particular cases or this particular issue right now, does it really go to show the true, you know, nature, the true character of who Rigathi Gachagua is, that he doesn't really care a fig even about the widows? You know, I don't want to go into those murky areas of murder because I don't have any consent, or maybe I'm not privy to any information, right, so far. So I'll refrain from that as well. But that is what is in the public domain right now. And are we seeing the looming hand of the power, the executive power in this? I don't know, what will be your sentiment before you leave? Briefly, Dr. Peter Mbae.
Thanks so much, Dibal. Indeed, it's a pleasure to be here. Sorry, I'm coming from Molo, driving to Njoro, the issues of network, so I've had to stop somewhere temporarily so that I can take this. But like Mbeji said, I think Mbeji celebrated too early. There's a lot of rain here, really. A lot of rain in Molo, Njoro, Nakuru town, all the way. I don't know up to where. So the rains are still here with us. So let's be careful on the road and all that. Now, let me say this to start with this issue. Dibala, I want to suggest to us that the issue of inheritance has come because the president has felt the heat of what is happening.